Sorry, that's not how I meant to start this off. Hey, welcome everybody to where are we? The Network Marketing Insider number 100, 218 by Cisco Global Independent Business Owners on February 1st. Yeah, February is the second month, 1st, 2016. Apologize for my scatterbraininess here today. Bear with me. I have been really, really sick this past 5 days and feeling kind of decent today for right now. Who knows how long that's going to last? You guys may notice this little scary look right here. Yeah, pink eye involved with the sickness here, but you know what? Being a trooper, making it happen. Was here on New Op Day. Was here on Freedom Friday, even though I felt horrible. And here again today, like I said, fingers crossed. Right now, feeling pretty good. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully, this day plays out, and all of that is behind me now. But yeah, still some lingering effects here. But excuse me. Glad to be here. Glad to be alive. Glad to be on the wholesale, or I'm sorry, on the Network Marketing Insider, bringing you, bringing you the information that you come here looking for. That's what I'm glad here to be doing. Because did you know that after you take out all the time you spend sleeping, which I've done a lot of in the last 5 days, and all the time you spend commuting, which I've done none of in the last 5 days, and all the time that you spend working, which I've done very, very little of in the last 5 days, and and all the time you spend running around doing all the things that you have to do, which I've done nothing in the last 5 days. I think John's brought his kids over here while I've been sleeping. This place looks like a tornado came through here, and that at the end of the day, most people have but 1, maybe 2 hours to themselves to do all the things that they like to do. And even if they had more time, do they have the money to do they have the money to do those kinds of things? We have found a way for you to own your life by owning a home-based business. So simple that anybody can do it. Doesn't involve any selling. And the best part of all, doesn't take very much of your time because you don't have very much to give. And that's the best part. You can do this. You can start out doing this with just a few hours of your week. Just by giving up a couple hours of your week, you can start your home-based business. It's so simple. You can knock it out in a couple of hours. You can start growing your business virtually immediately. And you can start earning some money, extra money, in exponential proportion to what your job pays you based on the amount of time that you're putting into it in a relatively short period of time. We're actually looking for 5 serious people who want to be earning extra money right away and are interested in making a lot of money in the next couple of years. If that's you, hit us up because we're looking for you. You're hard to find. You're behind a tree somewhere going, hey, it's me. And, and we don't see you. And we walk right by. And you go, oh, wait, that was me. I wanted to do that. Well, hey, speak up, holler. We're here. We're here. Come to me. Anyway, sorry. God. Hey, look, I think Mr. John has joined us here today. Hey, were you sneaking your kids over here this last 4 days when I've been asleep? This looks like a place that looks like a tornado right through here.
Yeah, what did you do over there? I know that Paul's been a little under the weather the last couple days. I apologize. I was stuck in a situation this morning for a few minutes that delayed me to get onto this hangout, but I'm here now. Didn't really catch too much of what you were saying there, Paul, other than if you're wanting to make some extra money and you're out there hiding, you need to make yourself known to us. I kind of caught a little tail end of that piece, but that's right. You know, in a network marketing organization, what we talk about going through this Own Your Life Plan book is you only need to find 5 serious people to join you in doing this business. 5 people that have a desire and a drive to make some extra money and who are open and willing to learn what it is that we do, and 5 people that love the product and service and just want to go out there and share, and each one find 5 people and so forth and so on. So I don't know if that's what you were talking about or not, but that's what I interpreted jumping in here a little bit late. So I apologize for that. I'm hanging out from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm here in my room, ready to talk about some network marketing this morning.
How about some Own Your Life Plan, 45 seconds? Oh, God. I sit here with nothing going on until it's my turn to talk, and then everything blows up in my face, or everything inside my face blows up. That's but anyway, yes. Own Your Life Plan, 45-second commercial presentation. That's what I gave you this morning with adding in all the parts that I was unable to do. And, you know, that's life. You know, that's just the way life is. All that stuff that I was adding in there, especially when you're not feeling well. But we have gone through, and I think I'm on track to where we are. I hope I'm on track where we are. We've gone through the first 4 chapters of the book, which are the most powerful chapters. They're the ones that show you what network marketing is all about, which is all the information that you need to have so that you can get into a general conversation with anybody about network marketing and start getting them excited about the possibilities that it can offer. And then chapter 2 is 2 + 2 is 4, what to do. Chapter 3 is the salesman failure syndrome, what not to do. And chapter 4 is learning to drive, which is what you have to do. And that's it. Those, I mean, if you only read the first 4 chapters of this book, you could become a very successful network marketer. And we're talking about what? A whopping 38 pages filled with pictures. So there's not a whole lot of words in there. It's pretty darn simple. I'll bet you could do it. Okay, with that, we're on chapter 5 now, which is digging down to bedrock, napkin presentation number 4. And guess what? I'm going to cheat because you can. That's what network marketing is all about. It's all about cheating. It's all about, you know, tapping your neighbor on the shoulder where the teacher's looking square in your eyes and going, hey, what's the answer to question number 5? Oh, yeah, that's right. Thanks. And not getting in trouble. In fact, you get a pat on the back for it. So I'm going to read right out of the book. Discouragement is one of the problems that can beset a new distributor that you have sponsored if you fail to impress upon them the importance of getting a head start. That is why we stress that they do not start counting their months in the business until they have had their training month or their training period of whatever length of time they need. That's another nice thing about this. This is on your growth schedule, okay? You're not pressured to make stuff happen. I mean, if you can make stuff happen faster, it's just going to be that much better, but there's no pressure for you to make something happen yesterday. When they first get into the network marketing organization, they may have a tendency, without a head start, to look up at the leaders way out in front and become discouraged and think they will never be able to catch up. During this training period, the new distributor, whether it's you or the new people in your organization, need to be doing 2 things. Distributing the first 4 chapters of this book around to people and inviting people to see the business. See, this book doesn't talk about your business. So this first thing you want to do is talk about network marketing, Then you invite people to see the business. Um, Attending a presentation conducted by someone else, learning about the business, including its products and compensation. So that's where I put it's a lot of people look at something and they see the people that are doing and are successful and have all this stuff, and this goes all the way back to something that we talked about at our meeting Saturday that we have with our real estate group, was about people think about, when you put the two words of financial and freedom together, and you ask people about it, immediately their mind expands and blows up into this big, amazing thing that takes a whole lot, and millions of dollars are needed and all this stuff, and it becomes this unbelievable, unattainable picture in their mind, and they're lost and they're done, and you've lost them right then and there. But it's not that, and network marketing is not that either. That's the whole thing. Is just because those people have it and it looks unattainable to you, don't worry about that. Look at the only two things you got to be doing: talking to people and giving them 4 chapters of this book, and then inviting them to learn about the business. That's the beauty of the simplicity of it.
You know what, Paul? I just want to share my screen real quick to show you how easy these 2 steps really are. Because, like Paul said, when you're getting in the business, don't get discouraged by all the leaders and the people that are already out there with their downlines and already making a couple $1,000s a month. In fact, there's no reason to be discouraged. They've been involved with the business for several months, several years, even in some cases. So you got to look at this period as your training period. And before you really consider yourself in network marketing and doing the business, you've got to get through your training first, right? It's like a doctor. A doctor just doesn't walk into a hospital, or someone just doesn't walk into a hospital and say, I want to be a doctor. And they give him the white lab coat and the stethoscope and give him the prescription pad and tell him to start looking at patients.
Although sometimes I wonder about that.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's a discussion for another time. They go to school for 8 years. Same thing here is the concept is you got to go back to school, but it's an earn while you learn sort of a thing, which is really awesome, because all you got to do, and if you have a good upline, someone such as Paul, or a great person like myself, they're going to tell you there's only 2 things to really focus on here in the beginning, is distributing the first 4 chapters of the book. And I'm going to go ahead and just screen share real quick, Paul, before I toss it back over to you, because here's how you can do it. You're talking about your business. You're telling people about what you do, and you say, hey, you know what? Here's a website I want you to check out. It's called, can you see, am I sharing, Paul?
Yep.
It's ownyourlifeplan.com. Little video right here they can watch. Read the first 4 chapters, it says. Take the first steps. Watch the video. Read the first 4 chapters. And you click here to learn the whole story. And it brings you to a link to the first 4 chapters of the book. Oh, my goodness. First 38 pages right there for you. So that's all you've got to do really in the beginning, is simply be willing to share the story, invite people to the business, and give them a link to a website, and tell them, hey, spend 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, and take a look at this.
And that's where the chapter 1 information comes in. Okay, so what are you going to do? You're going to go out there and you're just going to say, hey, Joe, I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? Oh yeah, hey, you want to make a whole bunch of money? Listen, let me send you a link. And do me a favor. There's a little short video there, and like 3-minute video, and 4 chapters of a book. They're short chapters, a lot of pictures, big words, or little words, but big print. Would you do me a favor and look at that? Would you be interested? And Joe be like, yeah, but he'll never do it, because he'll just say yeah to please you and shut you up. But that's where chapter 1 of this book comes in play, and that's where understanding all the stuff about network marketing. So when you sit there and you see Joe and you're like, hey Joe, how's it going, man? All right, yeah, what you been up to? What's going on with you? Oh yeah, well, I actually started a new business, doing really well with it. and there's room for others. Is making some extra money something you'd be interested in? Oh, well, who doesn't say yes to that, right? Would making some money without spending a whole lot of time at it or working for somebody else be something you're interested in? Well, yeah, that sounds really great. But what do you know about network marketing, Joe? Oh, what? Are you talking about some pyramid scheme crap? No, 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 no. And see, right there, boom, your chapter one information that you've learned, you start using that right now. You start getting them off the mindset of what their preconceived notions of network marketing is, because everybody has one out there and most of them are negative, and that's the barrier you got to break down first thing. Once you break down that barrier and you open their mind to, okay, this sounds like it might be something interesting, boom, you got them. Tell you what, let me send you the link, and it's a really short video. It's only like 3 minutes, and then a little thing to read. It's actually the first 4 chapters of a book, but it's really short. It's only like 30 pages and a lot of pictures and big print, so it won't take you long to read it all. It might take you about 15 minutes. If I send you the link, will you look through it and read it? Oh yeah, yeah. When do you think you could do that? When do you think you'd be able to get it finished? You'd be able to finish that if I send it to you today. You'd be able to get it read by Friday. Excellent. So how about if I give you a call back on Saturday? Let's talk about, see what you think about it. Okay, great. Beautiful. Joe, great seeing you. Gotta run. Adios. Hey, I just invited a sponsor. I just turned somebody on to the 4 chapters of the book, and there you go.
Yeah, it's that simple. Just to kind of progress through the chapter a little bit, we've talked about the 2 things you got to do just to get started. Share the link to that website. Start inviting people to see the business. And remember, and I'm going to read right from the book, because you know what, Paul? It's okay to cheat. If you want to retire in a few years making $50,000 a year, you must be willing to go back to school by investing 5 to 10 hours a week for the next 6 months. If someone tells you, well, give it 30 days and see how it goes, don't waste your time. Success requires commitment of at least 6 months. This brings us to the importance of building your foundation. And now the chapter kind of gets into building your foundation, but your education is key. And don't start counting the months that you're in the business like, all right, Paul, I really liked what he had to say about owning my life. I love this. I love the product. I'm going to sign up to Paul. Today's my first day. I signed up under Paul. I'm not going to consider this my start in the network marketing business. I'm going to consider my start in the network marketing business when my education is complete and when I start doing the simple steps of inviting. And even though I'm just doing those 2 simple steps, I really don't start counting my months yet until my training is over. Could be 1 month, 2 months, 1 week, 2 weeks, 6 months, a year. And then when you're through your training stage, that's when you can consider yourself starting in the business. And then when you're starting in the business, you could be consider yourself to have a huge head start. So we like to do that to encourage and not discourage ourselves, that when we actually do begin in the business, we're jumping in there and we've already got a head start. And that's kind of the outline of that first napkin presentation of this chapter, which is just this little drawing of you getting started. You got everyone out in front of you, but then when you're through your training period, you jump into the business and boom, you're out there with the head start. And now you're leading people behind you to catch up to where you're at.
And you remember when you were in PE with that picture right there? Remember when you were in PE in school running laps, and some people run faster and stay ahead of the crowd, and rather than you having to catch up to it, since in network marketing, there's no finish line in this race, everybody's a winner. That's right. This is the only race that you don't have to finish first in order to win. You finish when you finish and you win. That's what this is all about. Because in this race, the only losers are the quitters. As long as you don't quit, as long as you keep going, as long as you, instead of quit, commit and continue to move forward, you're going to be a winner. That's how this works. We're pretty much out of time here, so why don't you wrap up some of this chapter some more here, or whatever you want to talk about, and get us out of here.
You know what? The only thing I think I'd like to add today is that should be kind of a mantra for all you guys out there today, myself included, is the only losers are the quitters. As long as you're out there working at it every day, trying to get better, let's eliminate the word try. You're working at getting better every day, and you're working at learning this business, working at your self-improvement. Remember, there is no losers in this. There's only quitters. And as long as you're not quitting, you're winning. And that's the bottom line. And that's the awesome thing, is that there is no finish line. There's just a race. And as long as you don't give up, you're a winner. You're successful. And it might take you, don't get discouraged either. It might take you 6 months to get started in the business. I mean, you're going to want to do it fast and commit to 6 to 10 hours a week, as the book says, to studying and learning what this is all about. But as long as you, again, keep going and moving forward, you're not a loser. So that's kind of a cool thing to consider. The only losers are quitters, and we're not quitters, so we're winners. How great is that? So with that, I say, oh, universe, I ask not for more riches. Almost pulled a Paul Romero there. I ask for more wisdom with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth through the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever ends I may desire. So with that, make it a great session. We'll see you back here on Wisdom Wednesday, website Wisdom Wednesday.